Yo, what's up guys? What a beautiful day to be talking about gameplay systems. But before I do that, we need to thank our definitely not sponsor of this video, Monster Energy. Please, sponsor. Before you do this, you always need to smell it. It's part of their religion. Okay, perfect. Now we're ready. So in today's video we'll be talking about the gameplay systems of the project. So currently I have been working on the realm functionality and the level functionality. Well, I've not really done that much on the level. Actually, I've not done nothing besides just think it out, because it's much more than just creating those functionalities in game. You need to think everything through, see like, okay, well, we need this and we need that, and then that doesn't actually work, or that's not maybe how I actually want to do it, or will this actually be something great for the players. So we need to think everything through. So I've explained this before and I will show you later on in the video what I've actually done already. I'm just gonna briefly touch upon each system. Well, I've already talked about the leveling system in our second video. I'm just gonna briefly retouch upon it. We want to have a player leveling system and a realm leveling system. When you do tasks, when you do quests, when you kill mobs, you get like a percentage of your experience goes to your player level until it's capped, because we will cap it each season, and then you will be able to level higher on the next season. I'm not sure how much XP there will be going towards player level, but maybe like 60% of your XP will go towards player level, then 40 will go to your realm level, and then once you reach your max level, then 100% of your XP will go to your realm level, and your realm level will give your complete realm the ability to unlock special attributes that will help everybody basically. So that's why you will also be contributing with everyone in your realm towards your realm level, which is pretty obvious. I'll be touching on a couple of functionalities that I'm planning on adding. Currently we've added the ability to create realms, to set your nobility, to set your tabex rank, because one of the things we didn't want, or at least I didn't want, I don't want to clutter the chat. So basically that you don't have like your realm as a prefix, then your nobility, and then your tabex rank, and then whatever. So it's gonna be like 20 million characters taken in the chat before you even type a message. That's not really what we want. So we just want the realm, then a symbol for the nobility, and potentially have your name colored in what the color would be of the tabex rank that you buy. And then when you hover over your name, you can actually see more of your stats. We have implemented a chosen one system. In terms of lore, each realm will have a chosen one born at a specific random time. We added a system where only the chosen ones can kill gods. Ally and an enemy system. Spawn system, so basically that you can set the realm spawn, and also we want the ability, so let's say you go to another realm or you go to somewhere like another city and you can reset your spawn point there for like a certain time. You don't want people to teleport everywhere basically. Then the functionalities I'm working on right now is basically the regions, how we will do region selection and sub-regions. Well, I'm not really clear on how I'm gonna do that now. Obviously, like the larger region will be created by admins. The initial idea is for this plugin, which will be called Ultimate Realms, to be sold separately as well. So of course we have some separate functionalities only for our project. Because I'm putting in so much time anyway, it's probably a good idea to sell this plugin as well. So if you're interested, we will be selling it over the coming year, probably when it's a bit more fleshed out, because obviously now it's not really interesting. We've thought about like certain things for reselling, but we're not 100% clear on how we actually want to sell it. We don't really know like how we're going to do it in terms of price point. I'm putting in a lot of time to create this plugin, so I want to get something back from it as well. And then obviously we can listen to the community feedback and add new features down the line, not only to the server but also to the plugin itself. I've looked a little bit on Spigot and on other websites that sell plugins, and I've not really found this type of plugin, so I'm assuming it's a good fit for the market basically. A grief protection where you can just break other people's stuff, that's implemented with the regions as well. A trade feature, a realm bank, so basically a sort of banking system for players and also for the realms, so kind of like guild bank in World of Warcraft, something around those lines. A to-do list for each realm. There's a certain nobility, for example a king or a duke, you can kind of set a task list for your realm mates. Then of course, the chats functionality, have different chat channels and have them incorporated within Discord with Discord SRV. And then a war system with influence, which will be worked on much further down the line. So we're not planning to do any PvP related stuff in the first season. I mean, we will probably have PvP, but it's not really going to be a focus. So as well for the plugin, PvP will be a focus in season 2. So it will be added, but it won't be a feature that will be added in the beginning. Then other stuff that's not really relevant, an MCMMO integration. Maybe we want to make our own MCMMO, but something around those lines. An integration with our armor system, our mob system. I'm not sure if those are going to be publicly sold, but we need them. Battle Pass system integration, NPC integration, DinMap integration, Discord TV, I already went over that. But I'm planning on making a basic economy system and then also adding a physical item-based economy, which will allow us to create custom items. We're planning on having one or at least one currency per realm that is exclusive to the realm. So you go there and farm it, and it's capped. So for example, FOSS charts, FOSS charts are exclusive to a Siren, Northern Realm here. So you would look at, I don't know if you can see this, there are like these FOSS caves, and then you go and you farm them, but you're capped at, for example, like 20 maximum. So you go farm, you have 20, then you're kind of like, oh, I need to spend them now, or, well, I won't be able to get more. So you're limited to, you cannot keep farming them and have an immense amount in your inventory and never have to go to a Siren again. We want people to explore the world. That's why we want to have a cap on each item. Besides, I mean, obviously on the default currency, which will be called Grills, there won't really be a cap, or at least not a cap that you can easily reach. I'm not quite sure how we will do this, but for the current moment, I don't see a use in capping that currency. Or at least maybe you are capped at how much you can carry on you, but in your bank account you're not capped. That you won't run around with like 50 million coins and then you die and you lose all of them. Let's move on to the next system. Next system, vendor system. Like you probably have noticed, I'm a big Destiny player, so I will take inspiration out of that book again. So basically in Destiny, each planet has their own vendor, or like each thing has their own vendor. What I want to do is each realm has their own territory. If you look at the map, you have Castamir, for example, like this is Castamir territory. If you're not native, so when you just go to the Castamir vendor, I think I'm gonna do it this way. It's basically the realm vendor of Castamir. So if you're a Castamir player, it will be the same menu for all of the Castamir players. Then if you go to Manicalia and you open the realm vendor as a native in Manicalia, so then it's the same GUI basically to show your realm. But if you go to another realm, so for example you're from Castamir and you go to Manicalia and you open the realm vendor, then it's a territory vendor of Manicalia. So you as a Castamir player can go to Manicalia, do tasks, do things, spend time in that land, and level that territory. So kind of like in New World, where you can level the territory and get, for example, faster mining or more XP or whatever. When you level that vendor, and maybe there will be a max, I don't know, you can kind of get more out of your experience in that specific realm. Next system, the armor system. For the armor system, we want to have a couple of armor, or just in general, basically have rarities of items and armors and weapons, which will be common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and then we're stuck on how we want to call the highest rarity. Currently we have it as mythical, but we want to have it chosen one team, because you can only wear one mythical item at the same time. So one piece of armor that will be mythical and one weapon that will be mythical, and that will have unique perks and a unique skin compared to like all of the other items. So everything is not 100% set in stone, but are working out on how we want to do the ideas. And then again, taking a page out of Destiny's book, in terms of armor stats, we want to work with the same mobility, resilience, recovery, discipline, intellect and strength system, but we kind of want to rename it and link it to a specific realm. So mobility will be linked to Turzen. So it will be basically useful for exploration and reaching difficult areas, and it will also decrease the fall damage. Each piece of armor will have a set amount of mobility, resilience, recovery, discipline, intellect and strength. If you are of a specific realm, so let's say you're from Turzen and you wear an item that has like 20 mobility, you will basically add an automatic stat boost on top of the mobility, because it's your realm's native stat, if that makes any sense. So it will be easier for you to spec in other things, because you will always probably be max mobility anyway, and it will give you the most benefit because you're from Thursday. But any other realm can also be max mobility, but it will be a little bit less efficient. Then resilience will be native to a siren. It will basically affect players' damage resistance. So it will also work with some kind of shield basically. So you have your normal health and then you kind of have a shield stat, and that will basically better if you have a higher resilience. The higher your resilience, the less frost damage you will take. Each native stat will help you in the native environment. So resilience will help you battle the frost, because a siren is cold. So if you have a high resilience, you will be able to resist the cold a little bit better than if you would have like 1 resilience. Then recovery will be native to Castamir. It will just increase the regeneration speed of the health of the player. This will allow you to withstand heat better. Discipline will be native to Lador. Discipline will affect the ability cooldowns that you will have. It will also allow your draw time of your bow to be faster. Then intellect is linked to Caderion. Intellect will allow you to regenerate your super ability faster. Then the last stat is strength, which is linked to Manicaria. It will affect your melee power, so when you hit people with your melee ability, it will decrease that cooldown as well. And it will enhance your close quarters combat. Also, the passive ability will be to have increased harvesting speed, because obviously you're stronger and Manicaria is going for mining, so you will be stronger in harvesting. So, I mean, this is just a rough sketch of what we want to do. The armor system is not going to be implemented anytime soon. I'm working on other things right now, but I want to design everything loosely and see like, okay, will these things work? What do you guys think about it? Give me some feedback in the comments. I can think more about these things. Sorry for the lack of quality, guys, and also for the delayed upload. Unfortunately, my living situation has changed this month. Well, I had to fix, or I'm still in the process of fixing a lot of stuff. Yeah, the video is delayed, but we're here now. We'll be uploading a part 2 later on, hopefully this month, and also in September or maybe next month we'll be having a special video unrelated to the project, so stay tuned for that as well. It's gonna be a really sick video. Just a little spoiler, it's related to fitness, and see you next video.